episode 10 officially. I kind of wanted to do something different today, where there's a lot going on. So instead of doing different segments today, I figure we'll just chop it up. We'll just have a regular conversation, like the camera's not even on us right now. Right. So I wanted to start by saying, so there's a comedian that, I followed his page recently because before I knew the kind of content that he put on his page, I was like, oh, he's a comedian. I want to be a comedian. So I followed his page, whatever, because maybe he's doing he's obviously doing something that I'm not doing, and maybe I can learn from this guy. All right. So now, the type of content that I see him put out is political content, and this guy, this is a black guy who is very pro-Trump. He just the kind of stuff that he put out. For example, so he put out the video of Central Park Karen, right, the other day, the whole video where the guy's actually recording the lady, whatever. So you can hear the whole dialogue, and the only thing this dude had to say was, "I can't believe she would treat her dog that way."
I know. It wasn't just him that said that.
But
most of the white people who watched that video were like, "But the dog."
Yeah, it's they don't see. They're like this. They're so blinded by what's going on. It's he literally only said, "I can't believe that she strangled her dog." It was when you can see what's going on. And then I had this debate of actually I'm having this debate today with this guy I went to high school with on Facebook, who I made a comment of, first of all, my issue was with this comedian. His name's Terrence K. Williams, whatever, right? So my issue was with a comedian that the stuff he's putting out. He has all these opinions about, I can't believe they're rioting. They're ruining this great community, this and that. So he has all these opinions, but he does not have any solutions. So you can say all this shit, but what are you offering though? Whatever, it's you just doing this for clout, just to get more followers, or it's what are you how are you helping? What is your solution? You being black, I would have assumed that you know why people are rioting. It's because if we riot, that's the wrong way. If we do it peacefully, that's the wrong way. So how are we supposed to express ourselves? We're supposed to sit down and shut up and just, yes, master. That's literally that's all we're supposed to do, whatever. So my issue was with this guy, and him not even acknowledging what's going on. I'm sure him being black, he's been in situations with the police. I would imagine most black men have, but the fact that he's offering all his commentary, and he has no solution for it. He's just saying, who's responsible for these riots? This community is in need of new leadership, whatever. Who's going to step up?
Yeah. Thank God he's a comedian, but the thing is, we do have a tendency to look to comedians and entertainers as our leaders in terms of who someone like Trump would invite to the White House to problem solve.
And actually, now you said that, Trump invited him to the White House.
What?
Yeah, Trump invited him to the White House, whatever. And then his caption on his video was, "Oh yeah, I had the honor of sitting next to Trump and Melania, who care about people of all colors."
So I'm thinking this might be a performance art for him, or just a really quick strategy for him to get famous. He can't really believe.
No, but but all of this content is the same. Oh, my bad. Sorry, I'm just really passionate. Yeah. No, all of this content is the same though. People are still talking about Obama. This is Obama's fault that this is happening. It's like, what are you guys talking about? They made he put up a clip the other day of Obama saying thug, like back in 2015. Right? And then he's like, oh yeah, well people are criticizing Trump for saying thug. Whatever, right?
Context.
Yeah. So one is the context. Two,
Obama probably shouldn't have been saying it either. Obama wasn't like the best president for the black community either.
But I feel like them still bringing it up, whatever, is still irrelevant.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I would rather have Obama in office than Trump.
Of course. I'd rather have Biden in office, even though I don't agree with him
But
as being a great leader.
yeah, but yeah, just the fact that he like I don't know, it's like people are just still bringing things that are irrelevant up, like for no reason or whatever. It's like, oh Trump did this. Oh, but that's because it's Obama's fault.
Who are these people you're listening to?
Oh, like just everyone, just people on his thread or whatever. I'm still specifically
Oh my
talking.
God, I don't even go on pages
talking
like that.
talking about
I'm
this
getting
guy.
like a headache.
Yeah. But and then just the fact that I've been going back and forth with this guy on Facebook about the video, and I was like he literally didn't say anything about her calling the cops on the guy because he was black. He said something about the dog, whatever. So then I told this guy I went to high school with, I was like, she is weaponizing racism.
Yeah.
And he says, oh, like I don't see how she's weaponizing racism.
Really?
It's like, and then he said the fact that, and I'm gonna read it to you.
Yeah, some people are gonna look at the video and say, "Oh, she didn't say the N-word."
Yeah.
And those people are absolutely ridiculous.
Hold on, let me see this. So she said, how was she weaponizing it? She's definitely a stupid Democrat, but she didn't say he did N asterisk ER.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's doing something. In regards to the dog walking, no kidding, what a stupid bitch, is what he said. And he said, and then I said literally having the police called on you because you're black is weaponizing it. She didn't have to say all that. Just the fact that she called the police when he didn't even do anything except ask her to put her dog on a leash.
Yeah.
Could have been avoided if she would just put her dog on a leash. Or she could have just walked somewhere else. She could have, excuse me, I'm sorry, then just kept it moving. And so then he says, you assume it was just because he was black only because it was a white person doing it, which in and of itself is racist, is what he said to me. Right?
Roger.
So then I said, I'm not assuming anything. She said, I'm going to call the police and tell them an African American man is threatening me. And like she specifically made a point to say what his race is to the police and add urgency. And she acted like she was in distress. Extremely blatant, if you ask me. Alright, so I mean it goes on or whatever, but I don't want to give you more of a headache. But I just think like just people. So, but I went on to say I was like you defending racism is racist. Alright, but I know it just boggles my mind how.
It's mind-boggling.
Yeah, how
That guy probably still lives in the same town he grew up in.
I mean, probably. Or somewhere in Michigan, probably.
That's what happened. People stay in the same context, environment, communities, their whole lives, and they never get any new information or new perspective.
Yeah, like people need to expand their minds. It's like the fact that, and then he even tried to, I said I wouldn't expect you to understand whatever, right? Because you've probably never been targeted because of the color of your skin. Right? And then he said, he said that was a racist comment too. So I was like, so he said, you don't know what me and my family have been through, whatever. And then he says, you don't know what me and my family have been through. like I've been pulled over by the police, asked what language I spoke and this and that, whatever. And then and then it was like then he mentioned there was a black lady too, whatever, that did most of his childhood. He said child rearing, which I guess it means being harassed by the police. I don't know.
What?
He said child rearing.
What?
Yeah.
No, what? He said most of his child rearing was done by a black woman. That means he had a black nanny.
That's what that means? Hold on. What did he say? He said, yeah, that's common to racism in and of itself. You don't know what has happened to me or my family in regards to the police. I have been pulled over and asked where I'm from, what language I speak. A black woman, actually he said a black woman did a majority or a major portion of my child rearing as well. But with that said, I forgot where I was going with that.
I just think it's really interesting how things have escalated. I remember in the beginning, before the quarantine even started, when we were just hearing about what was happening in China, I have a friend that's like, I consider him to be really paranoid. He's like, people are going to start looting, and they're going to be running in the streets, and I was just like, oh, calm down, This is before I thought it was anything real. But it's interesting that he was right in a lot of ways, and things have really progressed.
Yeah, my friend had did you see this article that said there was a police officer in Louisiana that said it's unfortunate that more blacks didn't get killed by the coronavirus.
Yeah.
You saw the article? So my friend had a theory of like, well, so like what if this is all like tied together kind of? It's like to get more black people to be outside amongst each other to be infected by the virus.
And then like a lot of the damage that's been done in these protests, we're finding out it's been instigated by right-wing like plants, like people posing as left activists, but they're actually informed and paid by the right wing, extreme right wing. So I think you're right. And so for them to get on television and be like, oh, these leftist extremists have come in from out of state and escalated things in these protests, that's what William Barr said formally. So it makes me think that this is some type of strategy. Because the people that are coming in and messing up the protests, they're on the right, they're out here on the left.
So now, I don't follow politics very closely, right? But when you say like, so left is Democrat, right is
left
Republican,
is Democrat, right is Republican, but then sometimes you have like left to left.
So so
that's like radical.
Far left and then
far left and far right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never really knew what that what that meant, but I don't know, it's just all the, which is why I need to stay off Facebook or whatever, because this is gonna piss me off, whatever. But like I don't know, I just thought that like being a black man, like you know how hard it is already, and you have to be better than your counterparts in most cases. And the fact that you're agreeing or you're like pro-Trump when he obviously doesn't care about black people.
Right.
In his video, he said he was invited to sit at the table. So I was telling my friend about this, and then he was like, oh my gosh, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say right now. But I told my friend this situation. He said the only reason that he's at the table, whatever, is so Trump can say, "See, I have black friends."
Exactly, yeah. There's another guy, I believe he's a Republican politician. trying to think of his name. But anyways, he supports Trump. And everything Trump believes in. So like guns, all that. Yeah, there's definitely some black people out here who align themselves with those values.
Yeah, just the I don't know. It's like and I tend not to get on. Like I don't even post a lot on Facebook for the most part, except only if it's on my Facebook page, or whatever, like Roger's neighborhood page. But so I don't know. I just felt the need to I don't know. Like I was compelled to like comment today, or whatever. At least on this guy's page.
Yeah.
And like even it's like one comment. Like even I left a couple comments on this thread too, whatever. And so one of the comments I left was, since we're just saying things that are irrelevant, it rained yesterday. But right, and then I put another comment that said, so I see all these opinions on this thread, but I don't see any solutions, whatever. Like what's the solution?
Yeah.
And this lady said, oh well, this lady who obviously doesn't get it or get where I'm coming from said, oh well, like the officer has been caught, so we just have to give the justice system time, the legal system time, whatever. So I didn't respond to it, whatever. In my mind, I'm like, you think the legal system is fair?
I think they already responded back and said that he died of natural causes.
Right. Which the medical examiner said that because he had pre-existing conditions, he had a heart condition or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was likely the cause of his death.
Yeah.
And then what kills me is people said, oh well, if you can talk, you can breathe.
No.
Right. Like his knee was on his neck or whatever. So if he was breathing, how did he die?
Right.
How did he die if he could breathe?
I try not to get caught up in like the details.
Yeah.
This has happened before.
Mm-hmm. And
it's a system problem.
Yeah. The officer was gonna get a slap on the wrist because like he got 3rd-degree murder, which is it was an accident. And then or what's gonna happen is like he's gonna get a slap on the wrist, whatever. Maybe he'll do some probation, whatever. He's probably not gonna do any jail time. He's like the family might get some sort of settlement. And then this is gonna be swept under the rug and then never thought of again.
Yeah, I kind of feel like because of these riots, they're gonna start taking some of the demands of the people who are on the left or are in defense of black people more seriously. So there's gonna be like fundamental police interrogation of like their practices, and there's gonna be things put in place to make sure that these things don't happen anymore. There will be plenty of good that comes from these riots.
Yeah. So I liken this to, cause I told this is an analogy I give my friends. So I liken the riots to, like if you're in a store, whatever, right? Let's say you're on the phone with customer service from somewhere, whatever. Let's say your phone company, whatever, right? And you're trying to ask nicely for them to do something for you, but it's not until you raise your voice that they, okay, hold on, let me fix that.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
So that's what.
And that's how the civil rights movement happened. They
yeah.
were boycotting. Before that, they were rioting. So like a combination of rioting and boycotting created the fear to push them to make the right decisions.
Right. Which is why people are rioting, because because they're not we're not getting any attention otherwise.
Exactly.
So the only reason people are rioting is to get attention, to say, hey, this is what's going on, whatever. Like we are not happy. So this needs to be fixed.
Yep. Language of the unheard.
Yep. Martin Luther King. But I know. So what if you were or what do you think the solution is, or what in your mind, what would a solution be?
I think, so they have review boards in police departments, and those are, I believe, the people you go to when there's been like police misconduct. And what they do is they examine whether or not police misconduct occurred, and they determine whether or not there should be punishment. But it's messed up because the people who form that board are all in the police system.
And usually police look out for their own.
Exactly. So it needs to be people involved in the community that are on that board.
Yeah.
And then there's just so many fundamental structural things that need to happen. I think there just needs to be more investment in communities that are being heavily policed.
Yeah.
Somebody brought up to me that after the United States bombed Japan, they rebuilt Japan. But here's the thing, the United States has destroyed our community, essentially going back way to slavery, by never making up for slavery. So there was never any real investment. Any type of real investment that was made was taken away. You know what I mean? So they need to just realize how much they've taken, how much has been taken, and invest to rebuild these communities so they don't have to be so heavily policed. So we don't have to keep having these conflicts.
Right.
If that doesn't change, you're just going to keep saying the same thing. I don't care how many Oprah Winfrey's you create in the world, all these figureheads that make it seem as if things have changed when they haven't, for the most part.
Like, I think that, like, people that are in positions of power now, or people that have power but are maybe not in politics or policy or whatever it is, should consider being a part, or at least whether they throw some money in there or whether they decide to like make a change for themselves, whatever. But I think we need more black people in positions of power that are already in positions of power to speak up and not be afraid of said repercussions. Like I think that has a lot
Black
to do.
people?
Yes.
I think more white people need to stand up and put their lives on the line, because this is a white person's problem. They created racism, they perpetuate racism, they claim to be experts on everything, but they act clueless when it comes to race because they don't want things to change. They think somebody always has to be at the bottom, and I think they're afraid of repercussions. I think they're afraid of getting what's owed to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do think at the end of the day that's a lot of where their fear comes from. But just fear outside of fear, some of it's just pure hatred. It's just pure hatred and evil.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes like the Karen woman in the park, I don't think she was scared.
She wasn't
scared.
No, she wasn't scared.
So that was pure hatred.
And it was like if he would have never said anything to her, whatever, like that video wouldn't have happened. But it was because he asked her to put, hey, can you put your dog on the leash, please? And then he walked up to her. She walked up to him. He didn't walk up to her.
Doesn't even matter. You should be able to walk up to someone in the park. Because better believe white people do it all the time.
Yeah.
Anytime you're doing anything wrong in public, a white person will be sure to let you know. They think they are the police of everybody, the world. So that's what she was responding to. She's like, oh no, nigger, you don't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
I tell you what to do.
And then she acted like she was in distress too. Like, and then when the police showed up, whatever, like.
Has that happened to you before? Because I feel like something similar to that happened to me before, and I feel like the fact that it happened to me, it must be really, really common.
Like I used to. I'm trying to think of a specific time the police that I literally wasn't doing anything. The police were called on me. But
I was in a car accident, and the woman I was involved with the accident, and she didn't treat it like it was an accident. She treated it like I did it on purpose, and it was almost like when she called the police, she was just like, yeah, she did this and she did that. It's almost like she had this expectation the police would be on her side.
Yeah.
and she tried to make it bigger than what it was. She was very emotional and angry. Her car wasn't even damaged.
Like I had a situation where so I was in New Jersey, working. I think I might have told you the story, but so like long story short, the police officers surrounded my car when I was like walking back to my car. Surrounded my car. There were like at least 5 or 6 of them, and they told me that I matched the description of a guy that robbed the bank.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and then they tried to stick the bank robbery on me, and they said I matched the description because of my facial hair. Yeah, blatant racism, and they literally they didn't cuff me, but they put me in the car to go to the bank so the manager could ID me. Like I've been, like the place I used to live before now. I got home real late one day, whatever, and I'm walking back to my house, and the police just stopped me just to say, "Hey, where are you going?"
Wow.
There's been a lot of car break-ins around here.
Wow.
So I don't know, it's just been it's numerous situations of just being black and just being out. Have you been drinking? So yeah, whatever. And I was like, I had a drink an hour ago.
Yeah. Just trying to find something.
Yeah. I mean, they're obviously fishing, whatever. And on top of that, they took my picture.
This is for the bank robbery?
No, this was in Maryland, like a couple years ago.
Wow, I didn't know you had gone through all this.
Yeah, this was like a couple years ago, whatever. And it's like looking back on it, like I should have filed a complaint with the department in Jersey, but I just wanted to get out of there. I just wanted I was working, but I was like, no, I'm done working for the day. I'm not gonna I can't work now. Whatever. My attitude's all fucked up now.
Did they apologize when they found out they had the wrong person?
His explanation was, oh yeah, you matched because of your facial hair. I just said, whatever, man.
Well, I guess they were trying to catch a bank robber.
Yeah, but if I robbed a bank, I had to be the dumbest bank robber. Why would I still be in the area?
Right.
One, why would I still be in the area or whatever? Two, it's I'm not walking with any urgency at all. It's
yeah.
I'm not. If I'm gonna rob a bank, whatever, it's I would have been gone. I'm not still gonna be walking around, and I'm not gonna be in fucking dress clothes.
You were in dress clothes?
Yeah, I was in dress clothes.
That's what makes it. You know how they always say you should carry yourself in a certain way so white people will respect you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. And that guy that was bird watching, he's like a professor. He's got a PhD or something like that, and he was fucking bird watching.
Yeah, it's how was he a threat to you? He's not a threat. He just asked you to put your dog on the leash, and then you could have said. She could have said anything. Okay, yeah, I'll do it or whatever. I apologize.
That's all.
And then she could have just walked a little further down, whatever, and not been in his way, and just let her dog do whatever.
Yeah, I try not to get too caught up.
Yeah, but she made it a point to call the police to say a black man, African American man, is threatening me.
Yeah.
Which in of itself is
and it's
racism.
So interesting because I really hear from a lot of black men, they tend to think that white women are less racist. And that white women are, the reason the civil rights movement was successful is because they were oh no, not the kids. And they're the compassionate ones. Yeah. And in my experience, they can be the most racist. There's really no difference.
Maybe it's different with black women, black men. Maybe I don't know. I don't have the answer to that, but
haven't you heard that before? That people think white women are less racist? I guess because they're open to dating black men more so than white men are open to dating black women.
I haven't heard that they're more racist.
You haven't heard? I'm saying less.
Or
you haven't heard that they're less racist?
Yeah, I haven't heard that.
Oh, I've heard that my entire life. I think at some point maybe I even believed it.
I mean, I don't. I think that everyone. Well, and growing up where we grew up, I I don't like to even point fingers and say that somebody's racist either.
Yeah.
I don't like to do it because I still have white friends.
Yeah.
I talk to them on Facebook every once in a while.
Yeah.
But the fact that, like it pisses me off, whatever, is like when you can see what's going on,
Yeah.
and then you're trying to defend it.
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand.
Yeah.
It's like you obviously you see what's going you see what's going on, which is why like this guy Terrence, this man who has such a big following.
Is he on Twitter or on Facebook?
Like most of the shit's on Facebook.
I gotta see this.
Yeah, like Terrence K. Williams, whatever. You just gotta look at his last post or whatever, and just so you can see. You see it?
Such a blessing. I used to get foster child in me and to see the first lady who cares for all children. The President Trump, a man who fights for people of all colors, was not. What a fascinating person.
It's like he's, and then the only thing he's talking about is the riots. Oh, like the riots are bad. You're ruining people's lives. It's like, but dude, why are they rioting though? And then the only thing he's saying, oh yeah, this isn't bringing justice to George Floyd.
Is this their son? Trump and Melania's son is taller than Trump. I remember when he was born.
But yeah, looking at this page just pissing me off, so I need to unfollow him.
Yeah. You gotta protect yourself.
Yeah.
We didn't blame Obama for Trayvon Martin. Trump cares about all Americans, including the black community, including anti-Semitic violence. Let's not complicate that.
Well, what has Trump done for the black community though?
He's hugged them. See?
Oh.
Racist people don't hug black people.
So that just because he hugged him, whatever, that's just for the camera.
I know. Oh, Roger, I gotta wrap it up.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling well.
You're not okay. Well, yeah, we can end it right there, I guess. So this was a little shorter episode. I think we covered a lot though, and got some stuff off of my chest.
There's a lot going on. Yeah, I think this episode was just about venting and
yeah,
finding a way to move on.
Yeah. And Terrence K. Williams, you need to tighten the fuck up. But I guess we'll be back with with episode 11 next week.